Hey guys, my name is Shay, aka Salty Stitcher here on YouTube, and this is my something video. I do not know. It has been a long time since I've done a Flosstube. Sorry. I'm fine. I've been fine. I'm still fine. I just get really overwhelmed and really kind of, like, overwhelmed is the only word I can think of, but I get really overwhelmed, and when I get really overwhelmed, I'm a chronic ghoster, and I peace out, and I quit everything that I'm doing, even if it has nothing to do with what's overwhelming me. Like, I don't quit my job, even though my job is what's overwhelming me, but whatever, like, 'tis what it is. I'm an odd person. ADHD be ADHDing, that's all I gotta say. But I've been fine. I'm also still fine. This is just my carpal tunnel is bothering me, so I wrap my wrist when it starts to bother me like this. This is a Flosstube. We're going to do all the Flosstube things, including, I'll talk a little bit about Flosstubes I'm watching. Hint, none. Currently, I need to get back into it. We'll talk about stitch-alongs, because that's going to be kind of the new thing that I add to my Flosstubes, or give you kind of updated, ongoing stitch-alongs kind of running list type of thing. We'll talk about what I'm currently working on. Not really a whip parade fully, because I'm not going to show you. I'm not going to dig out my Mirabelli. I'm not going to dig out my long dog. But I will show you what I'm currently working on, and I'll talk a little bit about plans, and that's about it. So, first things first, Flosstube. Flosstube, I've not been watching any. I've been on a documentary kick. I've been rewatching technically, Monarchy by David Starky, which is a documentary about English monarchy from point zero to current. I like David Starky. I like the way he talks. I think he's cool. I have been listening to Under the Banner of Heaven by John Krakauer. I believe that's how you say his name. It is the book that the book behind the show on Hulu. The show on Hulu is really good, and I bought the book I bought the audiobook when I was watching the show, and haven't read it until now, so I'm reading it or listening to it on my way to work. It's really good. It's a bit heavy, so if you're really into true crime books, you'll probably still like it. It gives a lot of information on the Mormon Church, which was really interesting, kind of like historical information about that, which I'm a history nerd. I love that kind of stuff. And yeah, I recommend it if you're into true crime books. I've also been reading the Anne Cleeves Shetland books, which are also some of my favorites. There's a Shetland show for here in the States. It's on BritBox. I don't know what channel it's on. I have no idea what channel it's on. It might be ITV. No? Maybe? I don't know. It's on some channel in the UK, but it's on BritBox here if you're wanting to watch it. I love it. It's like not a police procedural, really, because it's not like a Law and Order. It's just a detective story set in Shetland Islands in Scotland. So it's really interesting, and the accents are all great. So that's what I've been into recently. Yeah, that's about it. I need to get back into watching Flosstubes. I love watching Flosstubes. I just have not been interested, and every so often I get the Jones for it, but I'm in the middle of a book, so I'm not going to stop the book. But that's it. That's where I'm at. Let's start talking about ongoing SALs. So again, I won't probably do this consistently, maybe once every other month or so, just to keep a running list. But I'm going to continually, kind of every Flosstube, I'm going to show you, or talk about rather, upcoming SALs. That way we kind of have a list. The reason why this came about, I have this on my Instagram as well. The Crossstitch Salander account on Instagram covers all of your kind of classic cross-stitch SALs, right? Which are SALs that are hosted by people. So, you know, the example I gave in the Instagram post was CrowStitcher last year for June did June Dog, right? So hashtag June Dog, and everyone was working on a long dog. I love those SALs. They make me try something different. The problem is I don't particularly like having long-term whips. They drive me nuts. I hate that I don't get to work on them, which is why I'm not showing you mine, because I haven't done any work on them. But I do love a mystery SAL. I do a lot of mystery SALs. I do most of the normal projects I'm doing are mystery SALs right now. That's just the way I am. I like it. It helps me keep up with progress. It keeps me motivated. It keeps me invested. I love it, right? I love the organizational aspect of it, all of that. So I'm going to show you some of these ongoing SALs, and I'll be posting them on my Instagram. and especially upcoming sales. I'll be posting those on my Instagram so that I can keep a running list of them, and that way if that's something that you also like, my Instagram will be right here so you can get it, but that way we can have kind of that set aside for people who like sales like that as well. If no one's told me this so far, but if Crossstitch Sounder does do mystery sales, let me know so I can credit them as well. I haven't seen it. I follow them on Instagram. I just haven't seen it. But yeah, let's get started. So ongoing sales. Ongoing right now, we have Night of the Frost Dragon by FlossyFoxShop. FlossyFoxShop. It started 9/10/24 and it's going to end the 10th of April. It is 215 stitches by 148 and it is 33 DMC colors. This is the, what's it called? The hashtag, right? I've not done this one. I caught it late, which is also another reason why I'm doing this type of like series, if you will, so I can keep up with it myself as well, because it is really cute and I would have wanted to do it, but I caught it too late and there's no way I'm going to catch up nowadays. I have way too much shit on my plate in terms of sales that I'm doing, but it's really cute. If this is your vibe and you think you can catch up, there's the information for it. It's going to be in my description box. You have mythical creatures. I'll show you mine when I do my whip parade, or my, like, show you my projects. It is by ClimbingGoatDesigns. It was started 1/25/25. That's the first creature. So technically speaking, the minute you bought the project or the pattern on Etsy, it downloaded with the frame, and I'll show you the frame in a little bit, but it downloaded with the frame. And so technically it started whenever you bought it. However, the first creature, which is a phoenix, was released on the 25th of January. It's about 1,000 to, I want to say it's about 1,000 tops, like 1,200 maybe stitches in the release. It's pretty easy. For me, that's a day or at least a weekend work. Oops, sorry, bumped it. Its recommended fabric is by Afterglow. It is by called Mythical Muse. I got it in a 16 count, so I'll show you that in just a second. It's fun. It's super fun. It's 55 DMZ colors because there's a lot of gradation in those, like a lot of kind of, we've talked about it in the past, where I really like it when there's like, I don't know how to describe it, shadow. I like the way that people use colors, and I like it when there's a lot of colors in a project, even if it makes it a tiny bit more difficult, just because I find that it makes it more pretty. So there's that. Your Secret Grove, I'll also show you that one. I don't remember I don't think there was a recommended fabric necessarily. I'm skipping ahead, but it's okay. And I don't remember which one mine is. Mine, I think, is a Picture This Plus fabric, but I'll show you in a little bit. It recommended like dark pinks, dark blues, that kind of thing. Or medium pinks, medium blues. I actually don't think it recommended pinks. Medium purples, medium blues, that kind of thing. It started 11/1/24. I have not caught up, but I'm working on it. I had some issues with it, which I'll show you when I talk about it later. It finishes 5/9/25. It is 112 stitches by 274 stitches, and it is 36 DMC colors. I love the way the colors on this one are. It's very high contrast. It kind of makes it look like a cartoon. It's cute. Again, I don't remember if there was a specific requested or recommended color fabric, but it was like plums, purples, dark blues, that kind of thing. So you could have a bit of a night sky experience. And I want to say mine is called Plum something by, I want to say it's Picture This Plus, but I can't remember. Anyways, it's Ida. It's cute. Ada, whatever you want to call it. Ta-da! I have the Animal Tree of Life SAL by ClimbingGoatDesigns. It started 1/10/25 and is going to 11/10/25. It is 254 stitches by 344 stitches. It is 60 DMC colors. And if you look at the picture, which I'll put up here, it's it looks like it's going to be very compact and very substantial. Like there's going to be a lot of work on it. It's pretty much all year. I didn't end up doing this one just because it's not my vibe, but it is cool. It's very much like a zoological family tree type thing. I don't know what those are called. There's a name for them. Genus tree, something like that. But I am a therapist, not a zoologist, so I don't know what it's called. I've done one by ClimbingGoatDesigns. I like her SALs. And I'm obviously doing the other one by ClimbingGoatDesigns as well. But this is the Merry and Bright Advent SAL from this past year. It's super cute. This is, I want to say it's Envy Even Weave by Witch's Garden Crafts. I like her SALs so far. So far it's been a lot of fun. I like the way that she does her like booklets, I think is what she calls them. Like the pattern releases are really cool, like well laid out. There's Easter Egg SAL by Artmishka Crossstitch. Hopefully I said that correctly. It started 2/1/25, finishes 3/13/25. Each egg is about 38 stitches by 54 stitches, so it's not super big, and it is 13 DMC colors. There's no hashtag for this one. I didn't see that she had like an Instagram presence as far as I could see. I'm not doing it. I'm not a big Easter person, but it's super cute. If you like that kind of like almost like folky, folk art kind of experience. She also has the Woodland calendar, folk Woodland calendar SAL, also by Artmishka. It started 1/1/25 and it's going to end 12/1/25. It's blocked for each month. It is 304 by 233 overall, and it is 24 DMC colors. It's super cute. That actually might be something I could have been interested in. I just have a lot of SALs already, so I haven't started that one, or haven't bought that one, but it's really cute. So here's a picture of it. There's a Starry Night SAL. I'll show you this one when we do the whip parade, if you will. It is by Urban Stitches, which I have done Urban Stitches before. I don't know that I have an Urban Stitches in here though. I have it in my other finishes bag, but I've done Urban Stitches before. They're Blackwork SALs. I love them. I think they're great. This one is very interesting and unique in that it is like it's making up a picture, Starry Night by Van Gogh, using these individual Blackwork stitches. It is going to take me 2 years to complete. It started 1/3/25 and is going to end 12/18/25. It is weekly, so weekly but one off week a month, if I remember correctly. So for the rest of my life, I'm going to be doing this SAL, to be honest. It is massive. It is 300 by 237 stitches. It's 22 DMC, and most of it is blue. So this is the reason why I got the Paco thread organizer, or the off-brand one, because I needed, yeah. I don't know if I mentioned that already. I bought a Paco like thread organizer for it. That's pretty large. It's over on the other side of the room, so I'm not gonna go get it. But only because I needed something that was a little bit easier for me to manage switching colors fairly often for it. I almost kind of work it like I work like I did a parking method, sort of, kind of. But it's really cool. I'll show you in just a second. 22 DMC colors. I don't know if I said that. Oh yeah, I did. Mostly blue. Mostly blue. Most of it is blue. There's the Who You Gonna Call SAL by Olivia Lee Studios. This is the first time I've done one by her. It is Ghostbusters themed, and it seems like most of her SALs are like pop culture or media themed. Like there's a haunting SAL, so I'm assuming it's kind of like a Haunting of Bly Manor kind of vibe, or Haunting of Hill House, those vibes. There's been a couple. There's an As You Wish SAL. These are all done already. This is the one that she has currently, but it's Ghostbusters related. I love Ghostbusters, so I did it. It's really cool. I'll show you in a little bit what it looks like. I didn't say this for Starry Night SAL, but that was just meant to be on just 14 count white Aida. It's going to be full cover. You don't need to have anything else. Anything smaller than 14 count is probably going to look too squished. For Who You're Gonna Call, it was for Witch's Brew by Witch Garden Crafts, but she like had a hiatus on fabric for a couple like a month at the end of the year, and so I didn't buy it. But that's okay, because I ended up having a shit ton of fabric that I could choose from. So I picked something from Forbidden Fiber Co. that I think works really cool. But Who You Gonna Call started 1/1/25. It finishes 10/17/25. And it's like monthly, sort of, kind of monthly. No, it's not. I want to say it's like twice a month, but it is like there's a huge, the frame is massive. So the frame, they gave you like 6 weeks to do the frame or something like that. It is 194 over 204. And it is 31 DMC colors. It is so much fun so far. I finished the frame. The frame is done, but I'm really looking forward to the characters because I think they're going to be a lot of fun. And then there's Winter Warmers Stitch Along, ShellsArtyFartyShop. I have a minor speech impediment. I get tongue-tied really easily. It started 12/30/25. It ends to 10/25. So technically this one's already over. It wasn't over when I did the Instagram post, but it is 83 by 80, 16 DMC colors, and they're just like little winter drinks. It's cute. Obviously didn't catch it anywhere near fast enough, but it's cute. So those are all the ongoing styles that you can buy on Etsy that I know of, right? I'm sure there's other ones. This also doesn't include any temperature styles because there's loads of temperature styles on Etsy, but they don't really work quite the same way. But yeah, so that's being said, those are the ongoing ones you can get on Etsy so far. Upcoming styles. Upcoming styles I'm very excited about. I have a couple of them. These are, again, Etsy related. So for me, these are going to be by shops that I tend to buy styles from. Even if I haven't had a chance to do their styles yet. I've bought the style before. Witch's Garden Crafts, looking at you. I've bought them, but not done them yet. So these are going to be kind of your typical Etsy shop styles. I'm sure there's other ones. I've seen some on Facebook that I'll need to pull out and kind of look through. There's some free styles that I'll talk about in another video. But yeah, so these are the upcoming styles that I can find so far. Generally ones you can buy on Etsy. The ones that I tend to track. By shops I tend to track, rather. So you have Moon Garden style. This is by Witch's Garden Crafts. It is starting, so I got the first pattern today. So that's 2/15/25. It ends 5/2/25. It is 24 DMC colors. I need to kit it up later today probably. It is 173 by 128. And recommended fabrics are by Witch's Garden Crafts. They are Starry Night and Puget. I'm pretty sure it's Puget, not like Puget or something like that. But that's these two colors here. Make sure you can see them. Yep. These two colors here. I don't know which one I'm going to pick yet. I really like Puget. I like the green-blue color palette. This was also a, I have an Ida, like a smaller version, Ida version of this, that I got for my, like, Fabric of the Month by Witch's Garden Crafts. But I went ahead and bought the even weave because I really do like her even weave a lot. And then this is Starry Nights, which is very, very blue. So this one has a bit more green. It's a bit more of a muted blue, and this is very, very blue. So I don't know which one I'm going to use yet, but these are the two recommended colors, or recommended fabrics. Everything else is DMC colors, and I will hopefully have this kitted up and started this weekend. I have all the I have the fabric, obviously. I already have the DMC colors. I just need to put it in a kit. So I actually, additionally to that, I have not ever done a full Witch's Garden Craft style. I have started them, and then something has always stopped me. Something has gotten in the way. So I'm very, very excited. I've bought most of her styles, rather, not crafts, her styles. But I haven't started one yet. So I'm very excited to be able to do this one from beginning and not get, like, distracted and fall behind. So that's Witch's Garden Crafts for the Moon Garden style. Blah, 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 blah. We have Court of Crows coming up. Actually, I'm just going to do this out of order. I wrote them all down so I'd have the information, but I didn't put the pile of stuff in the same order. Make sure that you can see. We have an unnamed LolaCrow style coming up this spring is what it says. It has like all the promotional stuff she's done for it. So she might actually have, in the next couple of hours, I think she's going to announce a bit more about it. But most of the stuff you can find on her Instagram. So it looks like it's going to be very bird themed. Like the first little sneak peek was a peacock with his like mouth open like peacock. And then the next one was like a little toucan. So it looks like it might be like tropically or aviary themed. Love LolaCrow styles. I've done quite a few of them. I have 2 of her Christmas ornaments styles done. I've done both of those in like according to the schedule, if you will. And then last summer, I did, stick those out of the way. I did the Deadly Aquarium style, as you can see here. Yeah. I loved it. Love it. I love the way she uses, like, color. Sorry about that. I had to sneeze. I love the way she uses color. I love everything about it. It's super fun. but the recommended colors we don't know yet. We don't know how big it is. I'd imagine it's going to be like this, because she does these during the summer. She does these kind of like one image, almost full cover type, partial cover, I guess, SALs in the, like, during the year, and then at the end of the year for Christmas, she does the ornament style ones. So far is what she's been doing. So I'm assuming it's more like this. Don't know what color anything is going to be. Don't know what sizes or anything like that, but I'd assume it's going to be kind of this same size. Oopsie. Stay. All right. It's in the right place. Okay, cool. We have Court of Crows SAL, which is by Fine Frog Stitching. It starts $221.25 and $74.25. It is 26 DMC colors. It's going to be 114 by 145, and the recommended fabric is by Witch's Garden Crafts. It is Cacao. Cacao. It's this really pretty pink, like wisteria pink, purple lavender color. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. This is 28 count even weave, because as I have said already a couple times this video, I really like her even weaves, which is fantastic. I really like their even weave. There's also a couple of Witch Holt colors if you wanted to. They are Wood Violet, Jobelin, Pink Sand Ida, or French Country Ida by Witch Holt. But I like Witch's Garden Crafts. So here's a couple of the SALs by Fine Frog that I did last year. This is Femurs and Fungi. And then this one is Plants and Petrichor. And from what it seems like, even though it doesn't have the same kind of naming, like convention, if you want to say it that way, it seems like Court of Crows is going to fall pretty close into that same kind of vibe, where it's more of a gallery wall look. Like you're looking at a wall, and these are all the things that are on the wall. There's little like picture frames and pennants and that kind of stuff. So it looks like it's going to be really cool. That one, again, is going to start next week. Can't breathe through my nose. Then we have Wicked Woods by Stay Platinum Stitchery. I did this one by Krampus Cookie SAL by Stay Krampus Cookie SAL by Stay Platinum Stitchery last Christmas. This is the fabric for it. This is Hide Behind, which I got the 28 count even weave by Black Dahlia Fabrics. Wicked Woods just became available for pre-order yesterday, so I bought it yesterday. So it is going to start, the actual pattern will start 3/14/25. It ends 6/13/25. It is 32 DMC colors. It is going to be 163 by 203 stitches. And then I didn't see a hashtag for it, but you can tag Stay Platinum Stitchery on Insta to enjoy it. So whew, those are stitch longs that I've noticed that are coming out, that I know for sure are coming out soon. Let's move on. All right. Okay. Haha. Slightly I am prepared. Make sure you can see. All right. So this is going to be from now on just my what I'm currently working on vibe. This is the Secret Grove SAL by NeedleLot Designs. I don't know if I said that earlier. Secret Grove NeedleLot Designs. Super fun. This one has been kind of a pain in the butt though. Again, I think that this is like Plum something by Picture This Plus, if I remember correctly. It is very long and very skinny, as you can see. But I love the way she uses color. I love the way that this all just seems to fit. Originally, when I did this, I've done it in sections. So I did it in like releases 1 and 2 or 1 and 3 or something like that, which was this kind of bit right here. And then I'm now doing the up to 5, I think, releases up to 5, and that's this stuff here. But unfortunately, when I first did it, I based this lantern on this branch, perhaps. I based it wrong. Whatever I did it wrong. So I ended up with this owl starting here, which was way too low. And so you can see where I've kind of had to tear up with the fabric. But I'm hoping that like this little guy's hat is going to cover it pretty well, so I think it'll be fine. But yeah, this is what I got so far. There's another release just this past weekend, like on Friday. That's this like Blue Jay looks like, perhaps, which is really cool. So I'll hopefully get. I'm debating whether I finish this completely just so it's caught up. This releases every 3 weeks, or if I stop where I'm at because I'm not caught up and make sure I don't get behind on my other SALs, but we'll see. I haven't decided yet. I still have to start Moon Garden SAL as well, so I'm not going to make myself decide. So that's that. Again, Secret Grove SAL, I keep calling it the wrong thing. Secret Grove SAL by NeedleLot Designs. This is Mythical Creatures SAL by ClimbingGoatDesigns. It is pretty big. I love this. I don't know if you can see them. I like the words. I like the way the words look. Well, there we go. Maybe you can see them now. I'll just kind of make sure that you can see them. See the Phoenix. So this is the Phoenix. Now that I'm looking at it, I really don't think it was 1,000 stitches. It may have been around about 1,000 stitches. Each one of these little creatures is probably going to be around about that. But he worked up pretty quick. I did him a couple weeks ago. So this SAL is caught up. She releases every month, so I have plenty of time. All caught up. This is on Afterglow. I think it's called Afterglow Designs or Afterglow Studio, something like that. Mythical Muse. I also bought I don't have it out, but I also bought the one for the Field Guide Dragon Field Guide one that I'll probably do after this just so I can have the set. But I like to keep the little tags for the fabric so I can know what's I got. So I can tell you what's I got. This is all DMC colors. I don't tend to do a whole bunch of SALs that are not DMC. Occasionally, but not really. So this is, again, Caught Up. Mythical Creature SAL by ClimbingGoatDesigns. I'm sorry, I'm getting stuffed up. This is the Ghostbusters SAL I told you about. You can see it all. Ghostbusters Who You Gonna Call SAL by Olivia Lee Designs. So far, I've loved it. I've loved it so far. I did not think I was going to because I saw the back stitching, which I actually really like back stitching, but I was like, that's a shit ton. It's a shit ton of back stitching, but it's been fun. I like the way it looks. I did this while watching Vikings Valhalla over and over again, so that's what it makes me think of. This is on Boughs of Holly, Belfast linen, which is a 32 count linen. And again, this was supposed to be on Witch's Brew by Witch's Garden Crafts, but wasn't able to get it, and didn't have it in my stash, ironically enough, which I have everything in my stash, but apparently not. But I ended up getting this in my Forbidden Fiber Co. Fiber of the Month, or Fabric of the Month, and thought that this worked just as well for Ghostbusters themed SAL as well. Love it. Again, love it. Love it. But who are you gonna call? I'm a huge fan of 80s and 90s like movies, so yeah, I love it. This is, make sure you can see as much of it as possible. This is my Lunar Phases Temperature SAL. So the way this works is every day, and I'm not caught up on this, I tend to go a couple days, 3-4 days before I catch up. So I'll probably try to finish catching up this week, or like today, probably at some point. But for every day, there's a lunar phase, so it tracks the lunar phases and also tracks temperatures. So this one, I was talking to one of my the people in the Stitchy circle that I'm in, and I think I would rather, like, next time if I do this again, I'm gonna make sure I put use a different scale for the temperatures, because here, like, I have big chunks of it where there's not a whole bunch of variation, just because San Antonio will stay in the 70s for a week. Right? Except for this week, apparently. This week it's been like 70, 50, 50, 70, 50, 50, 80, 50. And it's like, what is going on? But I don't remember what fabric color this is. I want to say this was Vintage Rose, if the other one is... No, that one's Vintage Rose. This one might have been like Vintage Blush or something. This was a Fabric of the Month or a Mystery Fabric. I can't remember. One of those from Forbidden Fiber Co. I got the same time as I got the other one. So it's like Vintage something is the name of it. Love it so far. Been a lot of fun. I enjoyed kind of being able to track stuff that way. This one is Vintage Rose it's Belfast Linen. The other one's probably a Belfast Linen as well by Forbidden Fiber Co. This is my Fair Isle Temperature SAL. This is being hosted by Snarky, Snarky and Modern Crossstitch, Snarky. Something like that. It's on Instagram or Facebook. I normally remember it. Snarky and Modern, I think it's called. It is also a temperature SAL. It's also not caught up. It's at the same, like, caught up to the same day as the other one because I do them at the same time. Love it. I'm only going to be able to use half of half of the fabric, so I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do with the rest of the fabric, but luckily I caught that quick, so I didn't have to worry about it. But yep, Forbidden Fiber Co., Vintage Rose, 32 count linen, Snarky and Modern, Cross Stitch, which is free, by the way. That SAL's free. So you go in the Facebook group and download the little pattern, and then it's just a temperature SAL. This one, with that temperature SAL, this one, I actually did adjust the temperature scale, so it's actually a little bit more, like I like the way that the colors work a little bit better. So here's that one. These are my, golly, I'm getting sniffy all over again. These are my Steady Thread SALs, Steady Thread Blackwork SALs this week, or this year rather. I've got two of them just like last year. This time I did them both on even weave, which actually ended up working out pretty well. I didn't have any of the problems I had with the linen last time. Both of these are Wishes Garden Crafts linen, so I'll show you both at the same time. And both of them are with fancy floss, because I figured I might as well. Every time Steady Thread does one of these Blackwork SALs, she does a couple different versions of it. So that's why I was able to do, that's why I chose to do two. This one is my more geometric one, and then my other one is floral. So I'll show you both of them in just a second. So this is 28 count Antique Daguerreotype, I think is how you say that word, by Wishes Garden Crafts. I love the colors. And so far I've not had any issues with the blackwork getting stuck, like getting lost in the variation of the fabric, but I do love it so far. And this is on black / dark gray, Dying for Cross Stitch silk. So this is my first time I've ever used silk. I've really enjoyed it so far, but it's really pretty. It's not as much of a pain in the butt as I thought it was going to be, so that's always good. So there we go. And then let me do this. This one is pretty much caught up. I just have to do this last week's version of it. Oof. And this one is the floral version, and it is on Witch's Garden Crafts 28 count even weave in Grail, which is something I bought for a SAL that I never did. It's okay. I can always buy more if I want to. But it ended up being really pretty because I thought it would work really well with this highly variegated Stitchy Stuff cotton, like just regular old floss, in Medieval, which I bought for a project that I never did. But I like it. I like it a lot. I think it works really well. I'm learning how to make it so that the colors match a little bit better, so it's kind of more of a gradient rather than it being kind of hectic the way like this one was. But so far, I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Again, caught up pretty much. It's not caught up, but it's not behind. That's how I generally used to say that. Yeah, perfect. Okay. And this is the Starry Night SAL. This is the Starry Night SAL, and it is a beast. Because this is 5 weeks, I want to say, of work already. It is going to be massive. I have folded this fabric because there's no way that you'll be able to see it. This is just regular old white Ada, or this might be off-white Ada from Michael's, like the loops and threads one, with DMC colors. It's super fun. It's super pretty. I enjoy doing it, but I'm going to be doing it for the rest of my life. It's just massive. This one is not behind, but it's not caught up either. But yeah, that's what I got so far. That's what I've worked on. I thought this was going to take a lot longer to do, but it didn't. Once I actually was able to get my phone to do what I wanted it to do. Kind of plans. Obviously, I'm going to be doing Moon Garden SAL hopefully this week. And then as the other SALs become live, I'll do those as well. So yeah, I'll be posting this upcoming SAL information on Insta. And I'm going to figure out how I'm going to do that. I'm going to decide how I'm going to do that. But yeah, and that's what I got. Aside from that, I got no plans. I'm just going to try to get all my other shit done. And sorry for the cussing. I cuss a lot. It's just who I am. Yeah, I got a lot more tattoos than the last time you saw me too. I am fully done. But it's been good to see y'all again, I guess, if you want to say it that way. And leave me a comment. I promise to actually answer comments more correctly this time. And yeah, or more, not correctly, but more consistently. And yeah, I'll see you next time.